What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I will be doing a live trading session, live analysis, live discussion about every aspect of trading. So last day of trading week, Friday, very important day. Monday and Friday are the best day as a trader, as there will be a lot of volume coming up later today. Let's see how the market is giving us the trading opportunity. Now before I begin this very important session, guys, make sure you smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet, and make sure that you always do the risk management, also do your own analysis as well before taking any kind of trading that I'm opening here. So let's see, in the live session we do open trades, so make sure you stick till the end, and any question don't hesitate to ask me using the live chat. So I will be starting with some of the pairs today giving very good trading opportunity. One of them is also GBP JPY, and then we'll look at gold, and then we'll look at other instrument as well. Now looking at the daily on GJ, we see that this market started to melt down. All right, we see that from this level there is a very strong rejection on GBP JPY. Now if we look at the weekly time frame, we can see that after breaking this weekly high, creating an overextended market on GBP JPY, created this massive movement to the downside on GBP JPY. Now what we see that here on GJ, this is the previous weekly low, and as the price has crossed this previous weekly high on GJ, we see that in that market the price, after crossing this weekly high, created an overextended and had a strong breakdown. Now because it's a very long-term bullish market, the price has broken down. We might see a little downside if we look at the monthly, because also timing very important, as the last week of the month we see that from the monthly perspective GBP JPY is approaching a monthly support level. I think that we might see the price is coming back to this monthly opening and closing, which is a very important level of support, and from that zone we might see that again another bounce to the upside. Now from the weekly we see that GBP JPY currently breaking this weekly low. I think that after a bit more downside we might see that reversal as the last week of the day, but so far it's downside on the local time frame. From the daily we can see that this is the daily impulse on GBP JPY, created a double top. So this green candle on GJ was a completely false breakout to the upside, and then from that zone we saw that GBP JPY had a strong rejection towards the downside. Now with that rejection, what we see that in this market the price from that level started to drop after previous daily long wick candle. Yesterday also GJ tested the support as a resistance, and then we saw that a rejection. Now I think that you see there is a narrow doji on the daily time frame. It's a very high liquidity zone. I think for longer term perspective GBP JPY highly likely that could come back to this level where there is a high liquidity. Along this doji we might see either breaking this low, created a lower low, or we might see that from that level GBP JPY had a bounce to the upside, or we could see in a worst case scenario this could be a very important level on GBP JPY coming down, testing this level, and then from that zone it's slowly again bouncing to the upside. Now from the lower time frame perspective we see what kind of trading opportunity currently we have. Now we see that first of all there is a double top formation in that zone on GJ. Now with this double top formation, what we saw that there is a strong breakdown, again a massive long bearish candle correction. Currently the price is respecting this 20 EMA and started to drop. Previous session this is a very strong bearish candle. As we are expecting the price to drop, and we still have around 100 pip possible movement to the downside on GBP JPY, And for me, you see there is a bearish candle, and I will be looking to enter sell position as soon as you will see lower time frame price action confirmation, especially on the 1 hour. Any kind of local breakout will give us potential entry for this movement on GBP JPY, which is potentially bearish. I think that locally we can expect a pullback to this level, especially along the zone. Any kind of long wick candle will look for selling opportunity from this level to this downside on GBP JPY. So we see that potentially downside on GJ. And then we'll be looking at gold next. Let me know, guys, how are you doing on your trading? Thank you for joining the live session. I also appreciate your support to the channel. Mohammed Pamin, thank you. Good morning. Thank you very much. MD Tabaruk, thank you very much joining. Derek, GBP CHF, Benjamin, hello everyone. Thank you. Eric, good morning, coach. MD Gulam, hi coach, thanks for that. Hello coach. So looking at GBP pairs, so let's see the GBP CHF, and then we'll be looking at gold and other instrument, how we can trade. Now looking at GBP CHF, looking at the day, bigger picture. First of all, this is the first of all I will be looking at the monthly, because GBP CHF is exotic. It's a minor pair, so I always look for swing trading opportunity in this kind of pair, like we did on GBP CAD and GBP CHF. So we see that GBP CHF, if we look at monthly, it's a downtrending market. You can see there is a long bearish candle, and with this bearish candle from the monthly this month so far, the price in a very narrow range, but it's a bearish market. You can see a long bearish candle followed by a narrower body here, which is a downtrending market structure, and we can expect GBP CHF to drop. Now from the weekly, we can see that GBP CHF from the weekly, with this liquidity trigger, the price has dropped and then consolidated here, a fake move to the upside, and from that zone we saw that GBP CHF is dropping down again to the downside. Now from the weekly, this is the weekly candle today on GBP CHF, and we see this from this weekly candle, GBP CHF after previous weekly close immediately dropped. Now it is an important level on GBP CHF, because if you look at this support, every week the price was creating series of higher low. So from here it might be a bit difficult for the seller to drop. So with that said, from the weekly, now if we look at the daily, we see that there was a daily movement, and then the prices come back to the support level. For me, I think GBP CHF might move up for deeper pullback, but as the price triggered liquidity, it is possible for GBP CHF to break the support and then to have a drop. Now from the lower time frame perspective, we see a long head and shoulder from the 4 hour, a drop. You see this channel. For me, it's unusual that it will drop like that. Instead, we could see an upside testing this level, and then we might see that GBP CHF is breaking to the downside. So for swing trading perspective, I will say that this is the level that we can look for GBP CHF for the price to go ahead, and doesn't have to be here, any kind of break to the upside, and then immediate rejection will give us selling opportunity on GBP CHF. It could be up to here, it could go up here. The goal here is to wait for a break and then immediate rejection, and then we can look for an entry opportunity after a liquidity grab. Now let me show you an example. What is the liquidity grab? This is the GBP CAD that just in 5 minutes ago we have closed, secured massive 3 times profit on this trade that we have opened just yesterday in London session time. This is what I always tell you guys, that when you trade, you need a bigger profit target, very smaller risk. That will give you a very good opportunity when you are trading. Now you can see GBP CAD with this long wick candle, let me replay the chart to see exactly where did I open this position. Now GBP CAD trade that we have opened from that level where we saw that the price has crossed this narrower candle to the upside, all right, and then gathered liquidity from here and then closed as a liquidity candle. That liquidity candle is quite significant, and from that zone we saw that GBP CAD had a strong breakdown below this level. Now exactly the same trade also was sent out and we have secured a very good profit on that. Let me know in the live chat how many of you secured that profit on GBP CAD trade. Now this is what I always try to maintain. Also, this is my profit in a live account on GBP CAD for this position. I'm just showing you so that you guys stay motivated. Now this is in a live account. This is a screenshot of my profit on GBP CAD. Now you can see that this is my live account with EBA trade for this smaller account, and I have secured on this trade on profit, which when I took the screenshots was running, and this is the trade exactly, entry, stop loss and take profit. You can see, and that this is how trading is, that always you need to keep a bigger profit target, smaller loss, so that you can always stay in the profit. Now let's see what did I considered in that trade on GBP CAD is the liquidity and the change of trend. Now this is where we applied our sniper entry trading strategy, where there was a liquidity grab back to back twice. So with a liquidity grab starting of an impulse, and then again liquidity grab starting of another impulse, has given us this massive 3 times trade on this. It's a swing trade, very good profit on this trade. Now this is what I tell you always, if you do the proper risk management and if you wait for the best trade to come to you, definitely you can have always better trading opportunity. Let me know in the live chat, guys, how are you doing with your trading today? What has more priority? Thank you very much. I booked full profit on GB. Thank you very much. No problems. Thank you for joining the live session. Also, guys, make sure you like this stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. For those who join later, we do start our live session. As you have seen, from this time we used to start this time, but now we use 15 minutes earlier. So make sure you always stay tuned by pressing the bell button so that you are notified as soon as we start our live session. So let's see, this is the GBP CAD. We have secured profit. Now let's see the gold. Okay, so gold, now this is another trade on gold. This is what I can say that it was a bit unusual profit target on this trade. This is the current trade on gold. We are running just after the NY session live. We have opened this trade. Currently I'm running in around 76 pips, 767 points profit on this one. This is you remember the yesterday when we were doing the live, this is what I was expecting, that gold to break down, but it just did the manipulation, but finally it has broken down. We have caught that trade. Now this one we have 7 times profit. I will discuss that trade. Now before that, let me go to today's situation in the market. All right, now we saw that today gold, delete that. All right, this is the today's candle, and what we saw that previous day, as I mentioned earlier, guys, gold, you see that this is movement is above the 20 period moving average. Gold has crossed the 20 EMA on the daily, and this is what I was telling, that gold is likely to break down. It is unusual for gold to be bullish in that move, but because gold is above the 20 period moving average, very highly likely that gold may drop down. And if you look at this market, it in fact is doing that. All right, looking at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly, gold has a very strong bullish move. It created an overextended market in this downtrend. I think that we could see as the end of the week, gold is coming back to the support level. Now if we look at the daily time frame, we can see that from the daily perspective, there is a strong bullish move. The price has crossed this daily dojis high, which is a very high liquidity zone, and from that zone we saw that gold had a rejection. Now from the intraday perspective, from 4 hour, you can see that what happened here. This candle was a complete fake out to the upside, and we saw that it has crossed all this high, closed as a doji. When I have finished the NY session live, this is where I aim for this trade, and also the same trade was sent out to VIP group as well. So basically this is a very big profit target on this trade that I have set. If we look at this trade, now it's a break-even trade. This is what I was always try to explain to you. Now this trade we'll be looking at next to what we can open. Now this is the trade I have sold at 1920.50 when the candle was here. We catch the top and stop loss at 1923.50, and I set the TP at 1898, which is almost 7 times profit target for this trade. And if we look at in terms of PIP, it's around 2167 point target for me on this trade. Now why did I set that target? Let's quickly look at what's happening with that. Now this is where we saw that this manipulation in yesterday's movement. With this manipulation, gold has broken to the upside and quite a few dojis on the 15 minutes, and finally gold failed to create a higher high. Instead we saw that the market started to drop in that direction. Now this is currently we move the stop loss at entry. Now what I think that the reason I have opened that sell position from that place is, you see that this is the high of this daily, and the price, what happened is that has crossed the daily high and then created this long wick candle, which is in fact a very important zone, because the price has crossed the daily high, created an overextended market, and from that zone we saw that gold had a breakdown. Okay, now at this point we see that gold in a very important level of support zone here. All right, and the way the price action has formed, you see that it was preparing for a drop from here, and this move is a complete fake move, and that's a 4 hour candle, which is a doji. Prices cross all this high, and now we see that gold started to drop. What I think that because it's a long-term downtrend, if you look at the daily, very highly likely that we could achieve that 2000 point profit on the trade. The reason is, I think that there is a wickless candle here, and we could see that the gold is coming down, breaking that low, and then we could see reversal, or even we could see further drop. Let me know in the live chat how many of you are running this gold trade. This was a VIP trade that was sent out during the New York session time. Can you let me know, guys, in the live chat? I want to see that how many of you still holding that gold trade. Ali RG, okay, I didn't want in trade this week. Okay, NASDAQ, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Aliyo, okay, we'll look at that. Definitely just be patient always in trading. So NASDAQ is bearish, you said. Bye. Okay, tomorrow meeting news. Yeah, absolutely. Good morning. Okay, hustle live, thank you very much. Okay, I'm in at almost same time and it's still holding. Very good, Benjamin. Let me know how many of you still holding that trade. I want to see that you guys are holding. Look, it is important that two things: do not extend a trade that is crossing the SL. All right, very important. Let's say if you open a position, the price has crossed the stop loss, never hold that position, cut it at the point of stop loss, hold the trade that is winning. This is the I close the trade with huge profit. Okay, all right, that's I don't know how much you did, but if you close with profit, that's fine. But here the main point is that never hold a trade that is crossing the SL, and never try to see. Very important is that when the price cross the stop loss, I would use the word never. Okay, never hold that trade beyond your stop loss, and at most try to hold the trade for at least more than 1-to-1. What do I mean by 1-to-1? Let's say if you have a risk of $100 in a trade, try to cross the profit at least $100 more to close, or even bigger. This is the key secret. And so let's say this one is a 7 times profit target. I wouldn't say that we are obliged to hold that for 7 times, even if we can. Currently it's running how many times profit on? We are running almost 2.5 times. Okay, so even if we can take 3 times, it's a good. 5 times, awesome, excellent. 7 times, outstanding. But I will not say never hold a trade or never close a trade with a smaller profit. I will not use that word never in that case. But when it comes to holding a trade beyond the stop loss, I will use that word never, because when you hold a trade beyond the stop loss with a bigger risk, that means you are opening the door for your whole account, and that's not advisable. But if your risk is low, you have a stop loss. Yes, one trade didn't work out, good. See, in your own eyes, look at that GBP CAD. Yesterday we have opened that GBP CAD trade that given us a solid 3% profit in our account. Now, I have shown you that in my account, in my real account. The reason I have shown you so that you guys stay motivated that it's possible to make bigger profit on a single trade. See, this is my live account. I'm logged on to many accounts, that's why I just keep the screenshot. Now you can see this is a live account, and GBP CAD trade, you see that exact entry. You can check with your entry exactly what I sent out to the VIPs, the same trade, and that in a smaller account I got that profit on GBP CAD. So that means yesterday I was in profit. All right, every day I'm in profit because I do the risk. See, my risk here is always I keep 1% risk in my account. Now if you are using a very smaller account, maybe you can go up to 2%, but I wouldn't recommend bigger risk. This is the key points of being profitable. Now gold trade, we are running in almost 3%. So even if you have a couple of losing trade, but you do the risk management, you make money over the long term. This is the secret of trading: having a strategy, having a risk management plan, trading plan, and then opening a position, holding it for bigger profit, combining all the trade together to give you the bigger profit. That's the key to be profitable as a trader. See, real trading happens when you know the secret that nothing, we do have separate scalping group, that you know that, where you take every trade profit. That I'm not bringing it to the discussion because it's a special group. But if you're a day trader, beginner or regular trader, then you won't get a trade that is always profitable. Okay, there will be losing. Now if you are coming with expectation, for example, beginner or trading for some time, what's your goal? If your goal to be rich in trading, then you can be, but you need to be patient. Okay, trading is a high return, high risk business or investment, so it doesn't mean that you can be, you know, millionaire overnight, or you can be billionaire overnight. But once you know you can generate additional income, passive income based on your investment, you can create a career around this trading. This is the main goal here. Okay, let me know, is your goal to be millionaire overnight, or your goal is to become a financially free? Now if your goal is to be millionaire tonight, then chances that you lose everything that you have. Okay, this is the truth. But if your goal is to really live a good life with worry about the, you know, bills, you want to create a consistent income that you don't need to be worried, then this is the right platform for you. See, how I trade, trust me, how I trade is the real trading, no other way. Okay, because if you look at the big boys who trade, let's say banks, hedge funds, the institutional trader, they trade the real thing. Their trade is like, they take a very tight entry. As soon as the trade is not going in their favor, they'll cut it. Like you see that chicken slaughtering, I saw some areas that do in a chicken farm, like that. Any trade not going in their favor, cut it. They will open in a very crucial zone. For example, here, okay, you need to know how the institutional trader trades, otherwise you will never be profitable. See that I'll create a separate video explaining. You see that, so this is a key level, and that will open a position from a very crucial zone. They will say that, okay, 5 pip, if it is going above 5 pip, I'm out. If it is dropping, that I will hold it for 100 pip, like that. And that's the real trading. That's how you can be profitable. That's why it is so hard for retail trader to be profitable. If you are not trading that way, then it's very hard for you. So I'm repeating, the real trading is, as soon as it's not developing your setup, cut it. Even if it is not, didn't reach your stop loss, but your setup is invalid, take it away. When it is going in your favor, hold it as much as you can. There are some advantage of trading like that, is that, see, if you have a very big stop loss, what will happen is that your lot size will become smaller, even with a smaller account. But you can trade bigger lot with a smaller account with the same risk. That's the advantage. For example, let's say you took a trade from here, okay, and your stop loss is here, right, on gold, with $100 risk from a very important area of value. Now if you let's say take a trade from here and you stop loss here with $100 risk, all right, now your lot will be here, let's say 0.5, your lot will be here 0.02 or 0.01. So then this one, as soon as it's dropping with a momentum, you got 3 times, 4 times, 5 times profit and then close it. Here it will take a lot of up and down just to go 1% down. That's why when you trade from a very important area of value with a tighter stop loss, you can trade bigger lot with a smaller risk, and as soon as the trade will go in your direction, you can take the profit. That's how the real trading. I hope that you are understanding. It takes a little bit of time, and make sure guys you always understand the real trading and understand how the trading works. And let me know in the live chat if you have any additional question. I'm always here. GBpusd is always away. Thank you very much. Hold it since yesterday. Nasir, thank you for that. Still holding. Gold sell 70%. Awesome, very good. Muhammad Amin, you're always welcome. Still holding, very good. Great, thank you. Nice trade for gold. I took 50% profit. Harvest still running. Okay, very good, awesome. Thanli, you are welcome. Great. Euro dollar, Euro USD still yeah, absolutely, why not? Why am I doing that? It's done long ago. Thanks for that. Euro dollar, NASDAQ, yeah, absolutely, euro dollar. Thank you for that. Okay, so let's see now at this point where we can find the next opportunity. Now looking at gold here, there is a long week and back to back 2 dodges. Okay, so the way the price action is forming, bigger picture perspective, gold is potentially this is the 4-hour candle closing in a couple of minutes. From 1-hour perspective, let's just come to this before the candle close. It's trying to create a momentum. I think that we might see some momentum from here. You're already running a sell trade. Let's keep that. I think there will be some bullish momentum for the short term. The sell trade is a risk-free trade. Let me see. I think there might be some upside at the moment here. See the 4-hour. So with that, see the price has left an imbalance in that zone. Just checking guys this reward, not opening any position yet, just looking at what will be the risk to reward here for this potential movement. Okay, while I'm running this short-term sell position, long-term sell position, I'll be opening a short-term buy here on gold, TP target here, stop loss here, exactly with the same, and I'll be also sending the same trade to the BAPs as well. Okay, so I'm expecting a short-term upside on gold. All right, now I will explain why I'm opening. There is a double bottom here. This is a kind of reversal pattern, very sharp reversal pattern. There is a liquidity grab here, and there is a high probability for gold to have a bounce. There's a 4-hour candle closing, and with that candle close, the price here, we saw that the price failed to create a lower low, so we can expect an upside before the price come down again. So there is a probability from 1 hour perspective. We saw that there is a sharp rejection from this level from 15 minutes. There is a bullish candle. Now unless there is a liquidity grab, we should see that some short-term movement to the upside. So let's begin today as well with a profitable trade. We are running a sell trade. We will keep holding because the sell trade is from a very important level. We have 30%, we have close 30% profit on that sell trade. And what I think that we might see an upside here, and we can expect again return back. So we will keep that 70% on. It's a risk-free trade, so let it run. In the meantime, let's try to take this short-term buy. As we see that there is a double top here, you can see a breakdown. We can expect now a breakup to the upside again to this level where there is a liquidity here. This zone, you see there is a back-to-back couple of times. We might see another upside breaking this high. Even we could see the break of this high, and then from there we might see that another downtrending market structure. So celebrate this trade, guys, for the starting of the day, which is running in profit now. I want to see that one also giving us some profit, and let me know in the live chat if you're enjoying the live session and give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel. Giving a thumbs up will really help me to stay motivated, to give you more content, to find better trade for you. And once you subscribe and press that bell button, everything I'm releasing will be in your home page. This is a home of trading, where the real trading happens with the real market data. And if you want to be part of this trading community, learn the strategy that I am trading, also you can join us. There is a link in the description area, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. Click the link and then you can visit the website, and then you can join Forex Trading Wizard Academy to be part of our trading community. I hope that you are enjoying. Let me know in the live chat. Let me see this 15 minutes. We see some from this 20 EMA, some rejection coming. Let me see. That rejection could take some liquidity. All right, let's see how it is doing. From the 1 hour, there is a 1 hour candle closed. Okay, so 4 hour also closed. Open with a gap. Let's see. This 5 minutes is very, very important. Okay, we see some there should have some short-term upside, at least a wave try to break to the upside, and if one wave breaking to the upside will give us the profit. So it basically tested this liquidity zone here on the 5 minutes. It's almost nearly going to our entry and this liquidity area. Okay, so from the 1 hour we can see that candle closed. Okay, so this is a support level on the 4 hour. There is a weakness candle here as well, so which is a very important level of support. All right, let's keep holding, and after retesting this level, you see there is a triple bottom here, and there is this one is a liquidity gap in that zone, retest, and we can expect an impulse to the upside, as this market already has broken the low. Yes, we can expect it to move up. All right, so okay, this 5 minutes candle closing, I want to see that this one is closing as a long wick. So below, if there is a long wick here, the probability for another one to break to the upside is high, which is forming here. on that level. Okay, you see that. There is a probability now for an upside. If you look at the daily, the price already has come to the daily support level, which is also another probability for us to see potential upside. Okay, so 15 minutes. Now this is the 5 minutes here. That candle is crucial to see that if it is closing as a doji, then we can expect an upside movement. All right, so let it running, guys. This 5 minutes is crucial. In the meantime, I will be looking at other pairs to see what they are doing while gold is running. Okay, I will keep running that. Okay, so a doji. Okay, we see some okay, so there the price is picking up. This is a bullish price action here on, and yeah, we see that the price action here, this 5 minutes is a potentially a bullish candle. If it is breaking to the upside, then that could take us to here 19, 15, 16 level. Should see that movement. My stop loss at 12, 15, 19, 12.59, but for those who had a higher spread, I would recommend a couple of pips down, so that stopped out any kind due to any kind of unusual spike. So a doji has formed on the 5 minutes. So we saw that liquidity gap here and here. Let me know, guys, what's your opinion on this. Okay, so hope that you're enjoying. Let me know in the live chat, how are you doing, what's your opinion, and also if you have any question. We see there is a red doji long week candle. Price close to it there. So 15 minutes here on okay, so on the 5 minutes we see there is a so the structure is slowly changing the way we need to be, that way, creating series of higher low. Okay, so before the 15 minutes close, I want to see that it's going up to closing above. Now 4 hour is, from the 4 hour we saw that okay. So we need to see some upside momentum on the lower time frame from 15 minutes, from 30 minutes. What we see that there is a okay, so the structure, so 15 minutes closed is coming as a we want to see that this one is closing as a doji, right? So that will give a potential for upside breakout. From 5 minutes we see that pickup, which is needed for us. I'm almost near my entry, and this is structure that has formed, which eventually we can expect it to break to the upside as daily price action is below the daily. This is a daily doji, and we can expect for the price to go ahead and test the daily high again. So I'm almost above my entry. All right, and now this breakout is needed for us. I've entered the profit zone. So let's see, let's celebrate some peep on the first last day of trading week. Okay, so we see that momentum coming up. Okay, Here is the key points to look at. Five minutes close as a doji. Okay, so if you are it's almost near our entry. The structural way for me is to break to the upside, unless we get that spike. Got a spike here to the upside. Let's pay attention to it. So there is an inverted head and shoulder has formed here. The the candlestick pattern always changing its shape. There is always something that we need to keep in mind is that, guys, when you trade, there is a term called confirmation bias. So we need to be aware of that so that we know that what's the reality and what could have happened. All right, so as long as it's creating long wick candle here, which is potentially upside, let me know your entry if you are running that trade. What's your entry if you are on this trade? Thank you for that. Sir, can you buy on waiting zone? Okay, thanks for that. Your USD 1 hour up, things short will be upside. Yes, thank you very, very much. We see that potentially okay, we see some so far potentially upside bias is still on 1914.5. Why the entry become higher for everyone? 1913.85. okay, 1913.8. so we see that some, okay, so most of them are in a very good area. Okay, 1913. Okay, very good. So I see that most of them in a very good entry. Switch is almost running in profit like mine. Okay, so the way we see, which is potentially upside, so far so good. We can expect it to break to the upside the way the structure has formed. The price is moving high, and okay, so here is the doji. Gold sometimes moves a bit slower and we need to be patient with that. So from 1 hour, it might consolidate a bit more time here, guys, but it's still okay. The bias is still to the upside, but you might see some little consolidation. So the thing happens sometime. Now that is didn't like it. Okay, see this kind of rejection needed. So you see that here tries to draw, but suddenly see that rejection. Okay, so we'll hold that. We'll keep running. In the meantime, let me see what other instrument are doing. And before I progress further, guys, if you are looking to join a regulated broker, our recommended broker is Trade. I recommend always to use a regulated broker. So you can find a link below this video in the description area for Trade to join with a regulated broker. Also, I can give you a link in the live chat so that you can use that to start trading with a regulated broker. The link below this video, you can click the link and then you can register for free to start trading with a regulated broker. Also, I can give you a link for in the live chat. So this is the link on the live chat for regulated broker. You can start trading with this broker by clicking the link, register for free, and then you can start trading. So looking at now on the 15 minutes, we see that it's basically consolidating in that area. So from 5 minutes time frame, we see that there is another doji. So it's basically is respecting this level. So you want to see that it's creating series of higher low and also lower high. With that series of higher low and lower high, so the price okay, we see that candle. So these 5 minutes we want to see that it's breaking to the upside. In the meantime, let me see that some of the other pairs that showing us potential trading opportunity. Euro JPY, and if we look at the JPY pairs from the daily, Euro JPY has formed a daily doji here. Looking at the weekly, it's a long-term bullish market. From the daily, there is a candle that has a long wick at the top. I think Euro JPY might move in a sideway or try to break out again, because you see there is the price has come down to this level. We might see another attempt from the buyer, Euro JPY. So looking at bigger picture monthly on Euro JPY, we can see that from the monthly perspective, this market with this monthly long wick here there is another monthly candle, all right, which is also a bullish candle that has a long wick at the top. And Euro JPY with this long wick candle, what we see that the market created a long wick, has come down for a pullback. We can expect another attempt. Now from the buyer's perspective, from the weekly perspective, we see that this current weekly candle is it's a two-way situation. You see that it has crossed this one, it has broken this trend line on the weekly and crossed back below, all right, created this long wick candle where we see this, there is a long wick at the bottom as well. So the next week we could see after pullback again downside, or we might see this market in a sideway. So from the daily perspective, see there is a series of higher low. I think that initially we could see an upside, and we might see even a range in that zone on Euro JPY. From the lower time frame perspective, we see that Euro JPY currently creating series of higher low. Here is a crucial point. I think this market might break out first, and it might go back up to test this level, and even we could see that range. So in that case, Euro JPY, either way, after breaking this low, if we see a bullish opportunity, we can look for buying opportunity on Euro JPY. So let's see gold. We see this upside started. Okay, so from the 15 minutes we saw that break to the upside. I'm in profit zone at the moment. As I mentioned, we see that break, potentially upside movement, and let's keep that trade holding. So let the profit running, guys. Now if we see that 15 minutes, we see that, yeah, so there is a doji. The price action as expected is forming from the 15 minutes, which is forming a bullish pattern. All right, so okay, we see that profit zone. Okay, we can see that the potentially the price started to move up, and from 1 hour, if we look at, okay, has moved up. All right, you see that movement to the upside as expected. All right, I hope that you're enjoying. I'm almost 5.6% profit on my trade on gold. Let's hold it. 15 minutes has shown a bullish candle. Now here is the key points to see. The next one is going up again. Okay guys, so you see that upside. Make sure you like the stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Also, if you want to learn the strategy that I am trading and also be part of our trading community, you can join us. Link below this video, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. Once you click the link, you can visit the website of Forex Trading Wizard Academy, and then you can click join now button. Then you will be able to access everything that we have to you will be able to learn the strategy that I'm trading. You will see all the trades that I'm opening, and also you can access the VIP chat group where you can interact with other traders. I'll recommend you to do that. This will be the best decision you'll ever make. So click the link, visit the website, and then join Forex Trading Wizard Academy to learn and grow as a trader. So let me see here. Here is the key points to see, because it created an overextended. We might see the price try to come down again, but I think that we could see at least a short-term upside. Our TP target is not that far, so we should be able to see that it's going up and hitting the TP. Alright, my dear VIPs, I hope that you're enjoying this live session. Make sure that you press that bell button and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Let me know in the live chat how are you doing. Okay, so dollar CAD, I think gold will buy before. Okay, that's awesome. 1813. All right, long term bullish. Okay, dollar CAD. Okay, GBP NZD, we'll be looking at that. Okay, so the market is let me see the news coming up later. This is a not a very strong bullish market, but we open for profit. We'll see how we can take that. So as you can see, a news coming on 6 p.m. on Euro, and then later today there is quite a few high impact. So Powell will speak, so we might see a little bit of so we might see a little bit of sideways movement before the news been released. All right, and with that sideways movement, let me see that where we are in relation to the pricing. So we need to see this one is closing as a narrow doji for the next one to push up. Otherwise, okay, I'll give a shout out in case I'm doing anything with my trade. We see a gap opening. Let me see what kind of gap is this. Okay guys, so what we see on gold is very there is a probability for a sideways movement. Okay, the way this price action forming is sideways, so will be I will be exiting the trade with the running profit, or if you are, I think most of them in running profit, because it's in a sideways. You see there is a gap opening, so you might see some very tedious sideways movement, and we'll be entering again once the market will expand. Right, so if you are not, if you trade not in profit, maybe you can wait for, because it will just move in a sideways. The way this price action, I see that very tedious movement might see in that zone, because there is a later news coming today, and we could see that the market is just in a sideways. So let me know everyone have secured the close to it profit, Derek. Okay, thanks. So what you say about WTA? You will be looking at that power. Yeah, let me know what you did with your trade. Can you ask why put the buy trade for gold, your reasoning behind it? Thank you, Azhar, thanks for that. Okay, so I'll explain the reasoning. There's a strategy for the trade that you open. Here we see, you see there is a gap opening, and that gap opening might lead gold to be little bit of sideways, or mostly we could see that sideways movement waiting for B. Okay, yeah, we'll see that BE possible. Okay, yeah, so if you are not on the B, you can just move your TP at entry. It will take you, because the market will basically will move in a side. You will see that it will go up again, will come down, will range in that zone some more time before it does anything. This is the 4-hour candle, and you can see that on this 4-hour candle the price is just in a narrow range, so we might see a very narrow range movement on this one. So we are this is the 1-hour candle, which is forming a doji, but also there is a probability for breaking towards the downside as well, depending on how this candle is closing. So that's why because there's a gap opening and there is a potential price action, which is 15 minutes. Yeah, so this movement, and it might form a head and shoulder. So it's failed to create a higher high. Instead we see that the market, this 15 minutes is a bearish candle. Okay, but it's still not close, it's still 6 minutes remaining. So the next 5 minutes will be crucial to see. Now our first trade is still running. It's gonna grab liquidity further. This support will not break easily. Definitely we need some more liquidity from the top. Okay, very good. Break even. Euro USD, it's that correct? Yep. Yep, that what we see. If we look at our first trade, let's see where our first trade that we are running here. We plot that. So 1920.50, and we will be looking at again where we can find the next one. Profit TP 1898.86. Stop at 1923.50. Okay, so this one is our current trade. We see that upside, you see it's coming back up again. So anyone is still on the trade will have an opportunity for a break even, or maybe with closing with profit. So this one we are currently running, guys, 7 times profit target on this one. Currently we are running on this trade at around 600 points profit on this. Now if gold break down, then we should be able to pick that massive trade here. All right, this is the trade that also I have sent out to the VIP group. If you want to this is a gold trade. If you want to learn the strategy that I am trading and also be part of our trading community, you can join us, the first link below this video, and also you can see all the strategy that I am trading. You can access all the trading tools that I am using. I can give you the mentorship link address here. So www.forextradingwizard.com. Any question, don't hesitate to ask the live agent. So this is the mentorship website, where www.forextradingwizard.com. click join now button or click here to join. Then you will be able to join us to see everything that I am trading, and also you can access all the strategy that I am using. Any question, don't hesitate to ask the live agent. So let's see now. We see gold, it's completely in a sideway, and it could move in a sideway. Let's see other instrument. I'll be looking at NASDAQ at the moment and US30. So looking at US30 from the daily, we saw that US30 basically has broken the support completely. Now look, this US30 price action, what it is telling, we see that US30 has formed a very long bearish engulfer. This daily candle, you can see after this green candle has crossed all this high, and then we saw that from that level immediately got rejected, created this overextended market to the downside on US30. Now this is a, if you look at the weekly, we see that there is a long bearish engulfer, there is another bearish candle, so it's a long bearish candle. All right, now very highly likely that we could see US30, the way this is the weekly candle has formed, we could see that this market is breaking this low, right? There is a high liquidity here, and from that zone you saw this movement happen. We could see that US30 coming down, breaking this low, and then pushing up again. So if we look at the daily, this is a daily bearish candle, and there is a, you see there is a narrow green candle. We might see today a pullback to the upside, and then from that level we can expect for the price to come down. So from the intraday perspective, we see that US30 has created this long impulse and then narrow correction. All right, we could see that US30 is going up, testing this support here, support here, support here, turning resistance here, and so we see that gold had a bounce, guys. We see US30 had a drop from this level, so we will be waiting for, I will be waiting for US30 to go up to give me this level for an entry. Any kind of false breakout to the upside will give us potential selling opportunity on US30. I will be waiting for an entry for this potential movement to the downside. As soon as we will find that entry, and also any trade that I'm opening, I also share with you guys. Let's see how it goes. All right, so let's see on gold, and we see that again the buyers trying to create an upside momentum, and we saw a doji on the 15 minutes. Now, as I mentioned, it might be just moving in a sideway here. All right, and let's see where we can find an entry in this sideway movement as the news is coming. Okay, so alright guys, in the meantime, make sure you like this stream and also subscribe to the channel. If you want to join a regulated broker, we recommend About Trade, the regulated broker. You can click About Trade link I'm giving in the live chat. There is a link in the description area as well. So once you click the link for About Trade, you can register for free, and then you can start trading with regulated broker. So let's see now on gold. Is in a very narrow and sideway movement. At the moment we cannot enter. Let me see in the meantime what else we have to enter. Dollar yen. Let's see, dollar yen. You see from this level had a bounce to the upside, very dramatic movement on USD JPY. If we look at the weekly, we can see that, you see, this is the weekly candle that is closing. This is the last day of trading week. Now dollar yen has given us a clue about most of the pairs. That's why I always recommend to look at the multi time frame analysis. Okay, multi time frame is the key, and also multiple currency pairs. All right guys, I need more like. Everyone watching the stream, smash the like button and also hit the subscribe button. I pause for 2 seconds. That's awesome, thank you. So we see that dollar yen, if you look at this market now, if you look at one instrument, it will give you a lot of ideas about what other instruments are going to do, because when you see dollar yen, let's say, very aggressively bullish, you see that the market in fact will be reflected on gold, euro dollar, in all of them. All right, so you see that here is dollar yen from the weekly, right? What I see that weekly dollar yen has crossed this doji's low, has broken this low, and now got rejected. That means that very high probability we could see the dollar yen next week will remain bullish and could continue to rise to the upside, because it triggers liquidity. Liquidity is the fuel of the market. How many of you are not sure about liquidity? Let me know in the live chat, we'll discuss more. Now we see that here on liquidity, the price gather liquidity has created this impulse to the upside, and with that liquidity trigger, dollar yen has broken out. Now if we look at the daily on dollar yen, we can see that from the daily perspective, there is a daily, it in fact formed this bull flag here on dollar yen, you can see, and with that bull flag, all right, there was a bullish impulse, created a bull flag, and from the support level had a significant bounce, and with that bounce we saw that the price currently about, this is the daily candle, last day of trading week, a bullish candle, price just crossed that high, so it's trying to break out of this bull flag. What is a bull flag? A bull flag is when you see a strong pole with a bullish move, the price create that, as a rule of thumb, a bull flag primarily breakdown and then trending to the upside. So you see the dollar yen has broken that support and then has gone up. So you could see that it's gonna trend to the upside. Now if dollar yen is going to be bullish, the price is heading to the upside, then we could see the downside on gold. Longer term perspective, I'm not talking about the 5 minutes. 5 minutes is still can be bullish or bearish. Bullish on gold, bearish on gold, euro dollar and GBPSD. You could see that downside movement on this instrument. So if we look at the 4 hour, we see that dollar yen has a, you see this movement, a double bottom, a strong break to the upside from this bull flag, tested with this doji, all right, this support with this doji, and then series of higher low. Now what I will be waiting on dollar yen, you see back to back double dojis here, still not closed. This is a strong momentum for this potential upside. Now if we draw this today's daily support, this is the today's daily low, all right, and if we look at the lower time frame, this is a very, very important level of support for today. Any kind of break from this level, especially to this 20 EMA, I will go straight going long on dollar yen. What I think that you see it formed that inverted head and shoulder, and with that inverted head and shoulder formation, we see that currently dollar yen is maintaining this support level, and we can expect once the price will drop to this level, we can expect dollar yen to trend to the upside. So this is where I will be waiting for an entry. So that means for longer term perspective, we could see that gold remaining bearish. So we are holding our sell trade on gold in that respect. So coming back to gold, we see that the price from this 20 EMA is rejecting. I hope that everyone out of this trade. Let me know guys, everyone is out of the trade. So after breaking the high, it failed to break. So we might see initially sideways, all right, and then finally we might see that break to the downside on gold, depending on the price action confirmation on the lower time frame. Euro AUD, okay, so good morning coach, thank you very much. NASDAQ, yeah, absolutely awesome, we'll be looking at that. So euro dollar and okay, so euro dollar, we see a very, very strong bearish price action on euro dollar. Okay, looking at the daily time frame on euro dollar, the price is below this complete level of support on euro dollar. This is a very, very strong level of support. Okay, this is support here, support here, support here on the daily, and a long bearish candle on euro dollar. As the price, you see there is a liquidity grab, a red candle, strong red candle, and with that red candle the price penetrated, has gone up. There's another one, liquidity. So back to back 2 daily liquidity candle on euro dollar, giving a very high probability for this price to come down, to break down, to create a new lower low. So there is a very high probability for euro dollar to remain downside, to remain bearish. Now from the intraday perspective, we see that there is a very here it was a liquidity grab, and from that zone a breakdown, a doji. Every session euro dollar is creating series of lower high and lower low, so we can expect euro dollar to remain bearish. So we see that DXY is stronger, and we see that euro dollar is a GBP JPY value. Yeah, absolutely. So euro dollar, guys, the way euro dollar I see, there is a possible for a bigger drop with the news. All right, looking at the weekly, you can see the price below all this level, and with that drop we could see that euro dollar might even break this support level here. So there is a big trade waiting for us on euro dollar and all the instrument. Let me see. The way I see the price action, very highly bearish. Anytime we can expect a good entry. It might break well below this level. Very sharply bearish market structure on euro dollar. All right, so if you are not sure about how to identify the direction, how many of you are understanding that there is a probability for euro dollar to drop? I want to know also your view, how you look at the market, or do you think that euro dollar might go up, and what could be the logic behind? Share your ideas as well. Let me know in the live chat. What's your view on euro dollar? Do you think that euro dollar is gonna go up or it's gonna break down? Okay, so can you explain liquidity as well? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so euro dollar, if we look at the gold and euro dollar, can you check NASDAQ? So both of them are moving, you can see, almost in the same direction, as they always follow the same kind of pattern. It's below the resistance and it's expected to go 1.6. Euro dollar, that you are saying below the resistance. You mean the below the support, I think you mean that. Okay, so there's a couple of indicators that we discussed before also, that I talked about, that what are the factors that we consider when we look at a market. If you remember my live session, yesterday's live session also, we discussed that why I think that euro dollar will break this support. It did that. How many of you remember? You can let me know in the live chat. What did I mention? That euro dollar, you see, multiple times created a false breakout, gathering liquidity. This is the one thing that's a big deal, that euro dollar is about to break this support, and it did that. Another thing that we talk about, the series of lower high. Okay, so when I was discussing euro dollar was, let me tell you where it was. I guess that euro dollar was in that zone, the price action, right? And if you look at this market, you see that it is creating series of lower high, and there's a long wick doji, an unusual break to the upside, and from that level we saw that euro dollar started to break towards the downside, and so the market gathered enough liquidity for this potential move, and then it started to drop in that direction. Yeah, awesome, thank you very much. Yeah, that's fine, no need to be sorry. So you see that euro dollar here, it's creating downtrending movement, and we see that from that zone the price, yeah, that's a very good answer. Euro dollar below this support has broken all this level, and this green candle is a fake out, and that's why it gained momentum for a bigger drop. All right, so you see that euro dollar is in a downtrend. And if we look at the gold, guys, we see that gold also doing the same thing. All right, so we are on a massive trade on gold. Are you guys still on this sell trade? And I hope that everyone exit the buy trade like me. Yeah, very good, thank you. How many of you is still holding the sell trade on gold that I have posted yesterday on the VIP? This is the sell trade that we are running from 1920, guys. this is where just after the yesterday's New York session live, I was waiting for that move, and stop loss at 1923.28, and TP I hold it for 1898. Now if it breaks down, it is possible for gold Gbpusd to give us this 2000 points profit, which is the 7.1 times, which still I'm holding it. I want to see how many of you guys are running that euro dollar sell trade. Okay, write that down, and also that will be helpful for you to stay, you know, connected with your trade, because as I mentioned earlier, that trading is all about holding a big winner, cutting the loser. Okay, this is the main point here: holding the winner, cutting the loser. Let me know if you have any difficulty in doing that. That's a big part of trading psychology. This is the best way to trade. Whenever the trade not going in a direction, cut it as fast as you can. When it is going in a direction, you can hold it for bigger profit. Okay, and if you really want to be a profitable trader, I would recommend you to give full focus on risk management. Okay, risk management, all right, and trade management and trading psychology. Okay, I can create a separate video on that. If you like, I can post on the YouTube as well. Let me know if you are interested on doing a complete risk management plan, and also in an editable format. You can download. I can leave it on the description area. I'll post it this weekend on a complete risk management. Okay, and I'll give you a complete document file where you can download for your to keep with you, because your trading success will depend on fully on your risk management plan. So let me know how many of you want a risk management plan downloadable format. If I see that many of you really are interested on it, I can create a video, and then I can leave that downloadable format in a document file, so that you can print it, keep it with you, and know that how to do the risk management. Let me know in the live chat, and to do that, also to get that, make sure you stay subscribed, press that bell button, and I will be releasing that video this weekend in London and New York session time. Let me know in the live chat, guys, if you want that, and then I can make it for you. Okay, so Derek, yes, yes, okay. Let me see if many of you are interested, then I can. You're interested? Okay, I'm ready yet. Awesome, thank you. So how many? All right, cool. I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that, and I'll leave it. It's needed, sir. Okay, I'm interested. Okay, please. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so I'll be doing that. I'll create a plan for you guys. You can download it or leave it as a downloadable format. Make sure you stay tuned during the New York and London session time over the weekend. I'll post it there. Okay, lot size, it is almost impossible to give you a lot size based on your account, because it will completely vary based on each trade. This is where you need to understand it, that lot size you need to either do it from, but I can give you a general guideline that I give on the VIP group as well. I can give you a general guideline, but you need to understand is that lot size is based on the stop loss pip. Okay, that means that in a single trade, if you are, let's say if you are risking a trade with 5 pip, and if you are risking a trade with 10 pip, because every trade is different. But if you have a let's say medium size account. That's why most of my trade that I open with almost similar kind of stop loss, so that you guys have a quick understanding of lot sizing based on your account size. But I can give a general guideline with the video, no problem at all. Thank you very much. Laura, yes, thank you very much for joining. Yes, we all are fine. Thanks for joining. Thank you. NASDAQ. Okay, so let's quickly look at on NASDAQ. NASDAQ, as we see that most of the instrument, including the euro dollar, GBP USD, and all of them we see downside. Now NASDAQ, this is the daily chart. Now I always look at the daily. Why? Because daily will give you a very clear direction in the market. Now NASDAQ from the daily set for a potential downside. Now if you look at the bigger picture on the monthly on NASDAQ, we see that this is a downtrending market. Currently long-term uptrend is coming down. It's coming down for a deeper pullback. We could see that NASDAQ, it's changing its trend. Now this is the weekly candle on NASDAQ. You can see it's a sharp rejection, right? Now if this candle is closing like that, which is could be, all right, or we might see this one is pushing high and coming back down, closing as a doji, or you might see, as the Powell will speak, we might see a doji like that. All right, and then there is a probability for NASDAQ to come down further. Okay, so from the weekly we see that NASDAQ is potentially bearish. Now this daily candle is a textbook bearish engulfer. It has gathered liquidity from a very, very important level, and that's a massive level. This is a smart money zone. Support here, resistance here, resistance here. Okay, so now this support term resistance here on NASDAQ is a liquidity candle, and it's a very sharp rejection. And I think that NASDAQ, you can see it formed this head and shoulder, tested this double tops neckline as a resistance, and for longer term perspective I think that NASDAQ is about to change its trend, and we might see that it's coming down here for longer term perspective. From monthly, if you look at, you see that this market is overextended. We could see that it's coming down here to test this neckline resistance, turning support here. So there is a very high probability for NASDAQ to remain bearish. Now for me to go short, what we need, an upside, a long wick candle, or any kind of pullback will give us potential entry candle, and then we can look for selling opportunity. As soon as I will find any kind of entry along this zone, I will also consider selling NASDAQ. As soon as I will find, I will also send it to the group as well. If you guys are in the VIP channel, you will be able to access that if I am not on live. If you are not, I would recommend you to join today. You can join us to be part of trading community, to learn our strategies, and also to grow as a trader. So let's see on gold. We have seen, as I mentioned, it's just ranging in that zone. It has gone back up again after breaking this low, right? So you see that it's immediate bounce. So it's just ranging in that area. All right guys, so you see that range, and we are running the sell trade on gold, and if it is a ranging at the moment. See, after a long bearish candle, it just got rejected to the upside. Very interesting price action. Yep. Thank you. So you see that gold, what we see on gold is just after the candle close have got rejected. Now this rejection might make gold for some time to the upside, or it might just move in a sideways. All right, this break again is a fake break. It's gonna back up. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, so let's see on, okay, we see that gold has a rejection now in the dollar yen. I'll just quickly look at, guys, all of them. So your AUD has rejected. Okay, Euro JPY and GBP JPY, we see that this market not getting enough strength for further upside. So you could see that Euro JPY, if we look at daily and weekly, we might see that deeper pullback on Euro JPY. From the weekly, it is a liquidity candle on Euro JPY, and with that liquidity candle, what you see that from that level, this is the resistance. It's trying to create a doji. This candle have a 1 hour 47 minutes for this candle, because the price tested the 20 MA, slowly forming this pattern. We could see that Euro JPY breaking this high and then dropping down. So looking at Euro JPY, also from GBP JPY, yeah, GBP JPY also, if you look at, there was a bearish candle. From that zone we see the price trying to break high again. I think all of them potentially bearish. Okay, so GJ also from that level had a, had changed its trend, big drop, and we could see that further downside on GBP JPY as well. Okay, so there is a very high probability for GBP JPY and Euro JPY to come down, to remain bearish. Euro JPY looks a bit weaker than GBP JPY, as we see that there is quite a few consolidation pattern. We might see a bit more downside. GBP NZD, okay, GBP USD, yeah, absolutely. Looking at GBP USD, okay, so we see that GBP USD, looking at the daily, first of all monthly. Now looking at the monthly, GBP USD is a very strongly bearish market so far we have seen. From the weekly, now what do you see this weekly candle on GBP USD is that from this resistance line has created a very sharp drop. So that's for me it's a potential downside, potential bearish market. Now from the daily, there is a doji here on the daily. From that zone the price has broken the low, and this is the daily support on GBP USD. The price is below this support. Now from intraday you see that now after this very sharp drop is trying to push up, and during the news or before the news we might see GBP USD going up to test this support here. So this support is broken, support, resistance, and Now, as you know that the market do makes false breakout as well. So if this breakout is a false breakout, we might see a big candle going up and closing here, and then forming series of higher low, which is a potentially false breakout. Otherwise, what I'm expecting in a regular as a rule of thumb, as this, it has broken this support, going up, retest, creating a long wick candle, will give us potential selling opportunity. So from the bigger picture, GBP USD, euro dollar, gold, all of them bearish, but as the news coming, we need to see that the market has given a suitable entry. Otherwise, we'll see how the market is evolving. I hope that you enjoyed the live session. We will have another one also coming up very soon, and in the meantime, if you are trading, then we recommend you to trade with a regulated broker. Our recommended broker is Gbpusd. So I'm giving you a link in the Gbpusd for in the live chat. There's a link below this video in the description. You can use that link, or you can use the link that I have given in the live chat. Click the link and then you will be taken to the registration page. You can register for free and then you can start trading with a regulated broker. So with that said, I hope that you enjoyed this live session. I will be coming up on live again as quite a few news will come. We will be covering them, and stay tuned with that, guys. Let's see how we can find the next trading opportunity. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.